do the bend of my knees. Get that thing out of here. I honestly can't believe that we've already had 2 comics come up here and talk about being 4 years sober. So I guess I get to be number 3 who's proud of being 4 years sober. Thank you. 1994 to 1998. They were really good years. I really appreciate you guys supporting me on that one. But drink now I've got kids. And actually, I wanted to talk about that. That's some big changes been going on in my life. Is now it's plural. I have kids. Earlier this year, I had a second kid. And that's true, actually. Well, it's not literally true. I didn't have a kid. My wife did. I was just in the corner of the room holding a beer and cheering her on. You got this. Hey, nurse, top me up. But, no, it's great. I love being a dad. I absolutely love my son. He's 5 months old, which means he can't talk yet, which means he is my favorite by far. That's not true. I love my kids equally. I love my daughter. She's 7 years old. She's a fiery little redhead. She's got a lot of personality. I'm told the euphemism I'm supposed to use is spirited, because you're not supposed to say douchebag to a 7-year-old. But so she's spirited. I have an example that Joey's familiar with. I actually brought her to one of these events because I'm an idiot and I couldn't get a babysitter. And at first, we talked about it. I said, hey, it's gonna be okay. Do your bits, it's fine. And I felt so bad when every single comic got up, looked at her, and just froze. And I thought, oh shit, now I feel guilty. And then she started heckling. I was like, shit, do I hit her? What do I do with this? And then she was getting more laughs than some of the comics. And I was like, I'm kind of proud, but holy shit, I hope that doesn't happen to me. But the one thing is, the worst thing she did was when I got up, she went silent. I was the only person she was polite to until I sat down and nobody else was listening, because I had ended on a story about her, and she looked at me and went, hey, Daddy, your biggest laugh line was something I said. Oh my God, that kid. She's a ton of fun. She's at a great age. She's at that age where they're growing so fast that every 6 months she grows out of her entire wardrobe, and we get to go shopping and buy all these fun little girl outfits and stuff. And now that I'm in my late 30s, I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm outgrowing my entire wardrobe every 6 months, so we get to go shopping together. It's fantastic. But I'm trying. I'm trying so hard to make the change. I actually bought a Fitbit. I was like, this is gonna help me. This is gonna help me track my fitness. And then a week later, I got rid of it because every time I took a shower, it counted 4,253 steps. Well, I get the late response from all the white guys at the table. No, I talked to my doctor about things, and he was like, oh no, it's easy. Just, give up everything that gives life meaning. I was like, wait, what? Those weren't his exact words. What he actually said was red meat, alcohol, and not working out. But those were the things. I was like, Doc, you can't ask me to do that. He goes, no, you'll be alive long enough to see your kids grow up. And I was like, sober? No. Oh my God. No, I couldn't handle that kind of stuff. But anyway, like I said, 2 kids. 2 kids that I know of. I should clarify and caveat. I don't mean it like that. I heard giggling over here. I don't mean it like that. I just mean that when I was in grad school, I had to find a way to make ends meet. And I'm a little embarrassed to admit this, but for a while, I was selling some sperm to a clinic. And, well, they didn't know that. They thought I was selling them office supplies. As soon as they figured out why the printer kept jamming, Staples fired me from the delivery service. And it's not like Goodwill. You can't just drop a donation off at the front door, they keep telling me. But no, anyway, I gotta tell you, raising kids, I'm gonna finish on this. Raising kids is about 2 things. Number 1, doing shit you hate, and number 2, lying. Doing shit you hate. I have to hang out with her friends' parents. Yeah, I get to go to the school talent show. Yeah, I get to spend time with my in-laws. I'm kidding. I actually get along really well with my in-laws ever since they died. It's a joke. That's a joke. I'm trying to like manifest my reality. They're still alive. The other thing is the lying. And I feel terrible how much parenting is just lying to your kids. But it's like, we gotta get to bed early so Santa can bring you gifts. Oh, if you put the tooth under the pillow, the tooth fairy's gonna leave you money. Yeah, sweetie, that's why it's a punishment. Nobody likes to get spanked. Buddy, be careful with that diaper. Mommy doesn't want to get shit on. I think that's all I've got for now. You know, I appreciate Joey being the only host tonight. Give it up for Joey. Give it up for the comics who've seen tonight. And most importantly, give it up for me.